conversation. So reality TV star Tochi has linked the poor performance of Nigerian students in the 2025 Joint Admission and Matriculation Board's JAMB exam to an overdependence on artificial intelligence AI tools, particularly ChatGPT. With over 70% of candidates scoring below 200, Tochi expressed concerns that the widespread use of AI undermining, I beg your pardon, the genuine academic effort In a post shared via his Instagram story, he argued that students are increasingly abandoning critical thinking, needing reading and independent research in favor of copying response from AI platforms. It's hardly surprising that JAMB reported over 75% of candidates scored below 200. He wrote, with the rise of AI tools like ChatGPT, many students have abandoned critical study and true learning. Some people can't even curate a message without ChatGPT. Is this actually true?
It's true in a way. It's true. It's true. It is true.
It's true. You can't curate a message without ChatGPT.
It's true. Yes, it's true.
It's true. Somebody spells course as C-U-S instead of C-A-U-S or C-O-U-R-S-E, and somebody gets to. You want to do a project, I'm scared about academic work. Actually, it's not if ChatGPT is bad. It's a good thing actually, but like you said, over dependence on it. Why I'm scared about academic work? Let's not get to a point where everybody becomes a PhD degree holder. Everybody becomes a master's degree holder. Why? Because you're giving your thesis to go carry out, and you don't need to bother yourself. You just go online and type what about this course, and then it gives you everything. We Nigerians, we are very passionate about things. So once we don't find us in here, this now, we don't want stress. Then we all dump them. So it's to an extent it has a point, but on the flip side, not everybody uses ChatGPT. Yeah, not everybody is overly dependent on it. Like I said, I always say, this mass failure is a shared responsibility between the students and the JAMB body.
Exactly.
So you wouldn't say because of the students use JAMB. Do they use ChatGPT in the exam hall? Okay, I know to an extent people don't longer do critical studying. It's I read, I write. I can tell you that once I sit down to create something, I love writing. Even though I love typing, I love writing. Once, like they said, writing is a psychomotor activity. Once you start writing, your mind is open. There's this level of somebody said, Oscar Wilde, I believe so. He said the creative man is a mad person at the point of creating.
Yes, actually.
We want to create something, these ideas are flowing through it, and I love that rush of idea. But I was talking to somebody, one of my colleagues once, and they gave us an assignment to carry out, and she just told me, have you guys done assignment? I said, no, I'm still thinking, I'm still writing. She just said, when I bother, you guys are bothering yourself. I'm done, don't do my own. I said, how? She said, ChatGPT help me do it. I felt like, okay, let me call the bottom myself. I'm not going to do this ChatGPT. But it has a side effect. So he has a point, no doubt. No doubt. But it's not solely on the students. That's my thought for now.
So, Blessing, what do you make of this particular thing?
I just want to contradict a bit. He said, Tochi said that because those students depended on ChatGPT, that's why they failed exam. That means ChatGPT is not to be trusted. That's what he's trying to say. That means JAMB. That means that means ChatGPT is not to be trusted again now. Since you use ChatGPT to read and you fail JAMB, wow, that's what he's trying to say.
These are artificial intelligence tools now. The over reliance is the problem, because this is like a program, something that's been programmed that gives you feedback.
Even if you over rely on it, it should give you correct answers. So why would you rely on ChatGPT expecting to get the correct answers and you fail JAMB
at the end of the day?
Obviously, ChatGPT is man-made. Will it be perfect? That's where the issue comes in. So people that base all their life on ChatGPT, it's just like when they tell you to do project in school before this ChatGPT come up. Most persons know they go to the library and source project work that has been done for like 10 years backward and start regurgitating. I know there's a school. I know knowledge is like a school of thought, like a marble, like a wall. So like a wall. Everybody, this person comes, gives his own idea, he builds it. So they are all interconnected, no doubt. But like I said, no idea is alien on this, or no idea is new, entirely new. There must be some. You must have learned some one of two things. But there's a difference between when you go back to go pick up those files, and then you start saving what you want. Then you just type and something gives you something. You don't know what somebody else in Asia or somebody else in has used that same thing, and they just go like, it has gotten there. So it has its side effects, no doubt. So the over-reliance, is the issue. It's not. It's alarming. Seriously, nobody wants to go into critical work again. Nobody wants to take time to create something, and well, may you not get to the point where you don't even need to go to school again. Just see the.
But you know, I don't think ChatGPT is actually the reason people fail JAMB this year. I don't even see that as it's one of the, but it's not like the main factor.
Okay. What do you think the main factor is?
I don't even even the ChatGPT. There are people that don't even want to. Even the ChatGPT, there are people that don't even willing to even use it. So it's not even, let's leave ChatGPT aside. It's not even the problem here, because people didn't read this year. People wrote JAMB because they just want to write JAMB and just go to school, not because they actually want to do it. There's no motivation anywhere. So please take the blames away from ChatGPT. Please don't blame ChatGPT. I know, I get his, but please, what about people that didn't use ChatGPT and failed?
They use ChatPPT.
I don't know if you get. So people failed JAMB this year, in as much as JAMB just said that there were a lot of errors in JAMB. They just released that news like not long ago. They said that there are a lot of errors, because earlier today they invited an expert to come go through the JAMB result, and we've been expecting a feedback, we've been expecting a particular, so they just came out now to be like, oh, there are a lot of errors in the result. So let's just hope let's not just conclude till we get the final result from JAMB. I think they want to release another result. I don't know what's their plan.
They said 38,000 and something candidates will resit the exam. So we don't know if is it because they failed the exam or because of the system malfunction. We didn't get the
there are a lot of factors that not ChatGPT. It was just like there are a lot of factors that cause this massive failure. Not even ChatGPT, because a lot of people didn't even write. A lot of 79,000 people that registered for JAMB this year did not write the exam.
Then how would they now pass the exam?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. They didn't write. Something might have happened. I don't know. From statistics, 79,000 people did not write after registering.
So that's why they failed. If they didn't write, nobody would expect them to pass if they didn't sit for the exam.
Do you know the reason why they didn't write?
Maybe it could be system. It could still be this system malfunction. Not that they didn't show up.
Or it could be the time. Do you know they started this exam very early?
Exactly. It could be
very
timing.
Timing could have been the factor.
It could be faulty system and all that. So it's not like they didn't show up.
It could also be
this is also one of the problems. Why? Imagine 79,000 people failed due to one thing or the other.
After paying that money.
And I say ChatGPT, hello.
Well, I believe the point of contention here is the over usage of ChatGPT.
It takes the place of originality.
Yeah, because
it doesn't make your work is not original. Nothing just takes the place of originality.
So people are no longer creative with their words. Now I agree with what he said when he said I think I make sense of what he said when he said some people cannot even curate response. Now there was this funny thing I saw because I love AI.
Okay.
It's very beautiful. Like it makes things seamless. Now somebody had a birthday and on this group and everybody sent him, hey, happy birthday, how are you? Long life and prosperity, blah 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 blah, on all those well wishes. And he was responding to everybody, every single person. So what he does is he will pick the response, go to his AI and ask AI to curate response for this person.
Okay.
And he curated a response for everybody, one after the other.
Wow.
Now, people in the group will look at it and be like, this man is smart, he's intelligent, he responds to everybody politely. You say, thank you, my sister. You respond to this person as my sister, respond to this person as blah, blah, blah. And ChatGPT curate, it makes things seamless.
Okay.
Now, but look at that very well. You are not the person. So there is no form of, it's just mechanical.
Yeah.
So I get where he's coming from when he said this thing has taken away our creativity. It has taken away our ability to think for ourselves. So I think young ones, the message here is learn how to use the AI. Yes, it is there. It helps you make things seamless. It helps you with your work. It does a lot of things for you faster than. You see, there are ways you can use AI tools, and it will be of massive help to you. And you see that your things actually don't smarter with your ideas. It's curate, because it's the things you give it that he gives back to you in a better way.
That's true.
Do you get? So don't overly use AI and then lose yourself, because you at the end of the day you don't even realize who you are anymore. Now, but I have an issue with this particular thing. Now, you said that if we are using AI and it's giving us wrong answers and is not giving us response that would help us pass JAMB, why then should we use AI?
Okay.
Favor. Now,
AI is meant for to make things simple, to make things easier. It's probably you have bulk of work to do, and then you just can attend to every one of them. So you can resort to AI. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing in the sense that it can make your work easy, and you can't erode it from its place. It's actually the new trend. That's actually the trend currently that they're forcing. Currently now you find out that AI robotics are coming up to take most jobs, but it's not going to eradicate all the jobs actually. So you can't do without it.
Yes. Now, my question is, if it's giving us wrong response, like answers that, okay, let's take for instance, I went into the hall allegedly with my answers device from or answers or response curated from AI, and these are questions that were asked there. They were not like wrong questions. I don't know how the person might have gotten the question, and he gave those questions to the AI, and the AI's response was seen as faulty.
And first of all, I don't think they allowed people go into exam JAMB centers with their phones. For instance, you should understand that this is answer. The AI will answer you based on context and based on what you know. So they must have said the questions with a particular answer. That is, Nigerian want to lecture, if it's 99.9 and they give 99.8, they will not mark it correctly.
Exactly.
So probably to my best man, we've gotten 99.9. AI will tell you approximately 99. So, but they want 99.9,
like
the exact. So you see, it has given you something that is close to it, which on a normal term should make you okay. Let's be like, oh, you know what you're trying to do, but it gave you something that is close to it, and they'll mark you by it. So that tells you that the curriculum they use and AI is general. It gives you based on what has been imputed into it. Except maybe it's wired. JAMB brought out their own questions and then slots it into an AI machine, so anybody can hack into the system and get the answer. So they've already these questions were tailored and they need a tailored answer. So if your response is not tailored to what they have, they mark you wrong.
That's true.
Now, while you were talking, I now thought about this. What if JAMB had this thing where they curated their response and they will know when you use AI to respond to it? What if this was all a trick?
Really?
I'm just thinking out loud. What if this was all a trick? What if, okay, let's see how intelligent these people are. Let's present these questions to them. If they use AI now, would find out and mark them wrong. What if that was the case?
That's where your own creativity, your own intelligence should come in. AI is limited to some extent. So wherever AI stops, I think you should carry it on from there. You should, wherever AI stops, AI is limited. That's the question I asked AI. Was it yes? The AI said, please, I don't have any answer to this question. That's what AI. My AI told me I don't have any. I had to like, oh my god, I had to like. So wherever AI stops, you should continue from there, move from there. You get. So if AI can, if JAMB set their system, it won't be bad if that's actually how they set their system. So I think they want those students rather to be original. That's why if you answer, if you give answers that AI created will fail you. Use your head.
Use your head. I think that's where I would hold it there. Use your head at the end of the day. People, final words to the young people out there.
Technology can be an advantage and also be a disadvantage. JAMB has come and gone. Everybody should sit back and ask themselves questions, and people should go back to the drawing board. People should go back to intentionally. I know because society might not be encouraging for you to focus on just studying, but there's a level, whatever you know, they can't take away from you.